News headquarters this Christmas morning. I'm Jamie Colby. For you, details are trickling in on a terror sweep taking place overseas. Welcome to America's News. A deadly Christmas Eve in at least 2 cities overseas, nearly 3 dozen. And also here in the U.S., airports from coast to coast are taking extra precautions this Christmas Day. Plenty of travelers, and they are specifically focusing on thermos-style containers. The TSA is saying the measure comes as it tracks changing terrorist tactics. Travelers have mixed feelings about it, though. This holiday season, what else are they recommending, really, David Lee, that travelers need to be aware of? Because we know plenty of people are going to hit the skies. Involving the Netherlands certainly raises concern about what is on the minds of terrorists, at least
here in the U.S.
And a white Christmas, making it a Merry Christmas, or not so much, for hundreds of unlucky travelers overseas. Folks at the airport in Belgium, well, they're waking up this morning after spending the night in the terminals. Less than a foot of snow Thursday night, but enough to bring travel to a grinding halt on Christmas Eve. Not quite a silent night in Bethlehem. A record number of pilgrims. Good to see you, too. Merry Christmas. Doug is already celebrating. He's in sunny Florida.
I saw.
The 3 wise men are staples of the Christmas story. You know them, but for all their popularity, we know very little about them. Well, now an ancient text has been found giving more information about who these men may have been and how they got to Bethlehem. Lauren Green has that story. Lauren Green, thank you so much. Fox News alert this Christmas morning. We are learning more about 12 terror suspects being detained overseas in the last Christmas, especially because there is a Somali connection here. We have concerns about Yemen. Is the U.S. better at learning about these threats before we have to actually thwart them? The question is, there does seem to be some concern about the Netherlands and the fact that it was Christmas Day last year that the Detroit underwear bomber boarded a flight from this region, from this area, to travel. Thanks so much, Jamie Smith. It's been great to talk to you all year about this and learn more. Take care. Thing for us to consider. How much better is our intel this year than it was? Well, Rome is definitely one place to be this holiday, but another is with our troops, the brave men and women who make Christmas possible for the rest of us spending the holiday. Merry Christmas. Thanks so much. Well, everybody will tell you that Christmas has its own meaning to them. It could be the president who spent time really around the world and observed Christmas in a lot of different ways. What does it mean first to be kinder or gentler more at a time in our world where there's a lot of hate?
Sure, there is. You know, dressed very shabbily, let's put it that way. And I'm going to be loving.
Does being grateful help you help others?
Absolutely.
I think that's a great message for all of us to reach out and be happy for what we have, whatever it is, extend what we can to others, Christian or non-Christian. As Merry Christmas to you. All the best always. Lines that we're following this hour. Thanks, Doc. Traveling this holiday season getting a bit complicated. First, there are weather. I'm Jamie Colby. Great to have you here. Right now, one of the largest turnouts ever well, it happened. An historic winter storm bearing down on one of the world's busiest airports. And we love the maps, Maria. But we love your pictures or your video. If you see weather out there, we want to see them and we want to show them. All you have to do is send them to us at youreport@foxnews.com. Deny the Tea Party movement and its supporters left their mark on politics in 2010. But will they be as big a story in 2011? How about beyond? Some potential Republican candidates for president in 2012 seem to think so. Joining us, GOP candidate or actually going the Tea Party route? Or do you think at some point they merge? Well, between you in red and me in green, we got it covered, that's for sure.
Jingle bells.
Yes, and let's talk about the Tea Party and what impact they may have in the year ahead. And we'll talk more about that in this hour. But in terms of the Tea Party, how are some of these potential candidates courting them specifically? Are they already trying to drum up support even though they haven't declared? And the potential for Republican candidates who will step into the ring for president. How will they choose between being a straight for a lot of reasons today, but even just for this, the little town of Bethlehem, a huge draw this Christmas, and we have to take care of the crew. We learned this the first year we're in TV, so do what you can. Thanks so much, Leland. Merry Christmas. A tragic story to report: a fire destroying a family's home, leaving them with nothing. No presents, nowhere to sleep. Wishing Americans a Merry Christmas in his weekly address, asking people to take time to support our troops. And how could you not? Our men and women overseas saying that support from home is vital. Mike Emanuel in Honolulu joining the president, where he's vacationing with his family right now, looking very Honolulu-ish. Mike, Merry Christmas to you. Tell us what they have on their schedule today, and I'm curious, how unusual is it for the president to include... They don't call them man's best friend for nothing. Some people just can't live without them. One of the cutest canines you have ever seen in a heartwarming story about a boy and his dog. Beth Galvin with our Fox affiliate in Atlanta, WAGA, has this. Maybe you'd like to help? You can go to canineassistance.org for more information. Rick. Oh, well, yes, to warm them up.
Absolutely.
It took me a second. Yes, good idea. Well, now that all the toys are under the Christmas tree, oh, I'm sure there are very few left, but doesn't know. Well, whistleblower or security threat, this buddy had that authority. So they took his firearm, and they also took, I believe, his computer. Does your sense tell you that they think he may have released these videos for any reason other than to alert people that the security is not up to where it should be? That's interesting that you bring that up, because they went into his house, according to the reports, and they took his firearm. And I've actually attended the flight deck officer training program that TSA gives to pilots, where they allow them to carry a firearm through the airport and onto an airplane into the cockpit. This pilot, and they don't give it to everybody. Christmas as well. I'm Jamie Colby. It's a brand new hour of America's News headquarters. Hundreds of flights have already been canceled. The backlog growing fast. Benefits of working the holiday weekend? You get Monday. And Obama is spending this Christmas holiday in Hawaii, delivering a message to our nation's military this Christmas Day. Mike Emanuel is live in Honolulu on that. Hey, Michael, sun's up.
Well, hi, Jamie.
Remembering those that we should all be remembering, not only our troops, but the families of troops. They probably are going to celebrate the holiday like many people do, with gifts. Do you expect a press release or any information about who gave? Fox News alert for you. A serious story today. 12 Somali men being detained in the Dutch port city of Rotterdam. Prosecutors in the Netherlands are saying these suspects were planning a terror attack in the near future. Rotterdam is about a half-an-hour drive from Amsterdam, and remember, that is where a suspected underwear bomber last year on Christmas Day, Abu Muttalib, boarded that flight that was bound for Detroit. Molly Henneberg live in Washington. Good, they're in custody. Molly, the lame duck session ending with a frenzy of legislation being passed, but lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are saying things will not be that easy when the new Congress convenes in January. Jake, Deputy Policy Director for the left-leaning think tank NDN, rather, sorry about that, and Matt Keelan, consultant for the National Republican Senatorial Committee. Good to see both of you. Thanks so much for being with us today on this holiday. Before I go back to Jake, Matt, what kind of impact can the Speaker have? Because Nancy Pelosi had a lot of impact, many would argue, in terms of getting legislation passed, moving things along, keeping to the agenda that Democrats had in mind. What can the Republicans do? The momentum that we saw, so much was done in this lame duck session. Do you expect that pace? Great to see both of you on this holiday. I really appreciate it, Jake and Matt.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Same to you. Happy and healthy. Massive fire in a small town in South Carolina leaves a family homeless just before. Well, some folks won't be home for the holiday. Sad to tell you. Massive.
Love those Christmas wishes, and we are. She got a whole lot more than that. What a nice story.
That's an incredible and inspirational story, and you don't have to give something so grand, but hopefully this holiday season you help somebody else out. Beautiful story.
Nice
Thanks,
message.
John Scott.
Yep.
Rick Leventhal reporting from Helmand Province, Afghanistan, and our thanks to Rick and all our troops and their families all over the world.
Absolutely.
White Christmas causing major headaches for thousands of holiday travelers. Wasn't enough to slow them down. Now this wicking today, it would be nice if you didn't have to bring any food or drink on the plane, if they would start serving again. Thanks, Casey, very much.
That would be nice.
Merry Christmas to you. You're sure to hear a lot more about this. Analysts are saying that pension plans could cause the next financial meltdown. Some cities have a new plan to prevent that, and guess who's going to pay? You can guess. Merry Christmas, everyone. Could the key to paying for ballooning pensions lie within your own home? Some local governments may think so, and they're even saying it. They're raising property taxes to help cover growing costs for their employees and retirees. And your Wall Street Journal, Steve Moore. Steve, good to see you. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us. Bankruptcy could be. So how will they support these? Why don't they offer their employees early pension payments? Do they have that option before the government has to come along and bail them out at our expense? Now I don't have to worry about this anymore. My taxes won't go up. They may even go down. But this could significantly raise the taxes of a lot of Americans who are lucky enough to still be in their homes. How big an impact do you expect?
Yeah.
And maybe sooner rather than later, Steve, if you're correct. Be with you.
Nice
Merry
to be
Christmas,
with you.
everybody. I'm Jamie Colby. I'll see you tonight on the Fox Report, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Easy.
Fine.
Fine.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Rick. Great to be